Our next Hockey Hall of Fame inductee for the St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame is a contributor by the name of Ray Harrison. Now, Ray did anything and everything that he could, folks, to make sure that there was enough equipment for anybody that needed. He would work tirelessly to make sure that the supply of hockey equipment, and some of those challenges from the expense standpoint, some of those challenges from the availability standpoint, and still one of the greatest challenges with hockey is you just go out and you have a pair of skates, you've got some gloves, you've got this, you've got that, and then the kid grows 6 inches on you in 4 months. And you've got to go out and get it again. So some of the same equipment challenges that were there then are still there today. And it's people like Ray that made these things possible. He served on the Mid-States Board from '73 until his death in 1985. But one of the unique ties to the St. Louis Blues is this. Of course, he knew Tommy Woodcock. That's one of the ways that he was able to forge some of the relationships that to get some of the equipment that was needed. But he was a general contractor. So he helped build Susie Solomon's house. So the Solomon family's homes were because of Ray Harrison. Or even this one. He was so good as a general contractor, when Glenn Hall was back home up in Canada, it was Ray that designed Glenn's house over the phone. So the guy could get it done anywhere. He could get it done at the rink, but apparently he also made sure that the people involved in the game of hockey had roofs over their head. Here to accept the award for Ray Harrison is his son, Craig Harrison.
Thanks, Chris. Class of 2010, congratulations. You did a good job. You deserve it. On behalf of the Harrison family, I want to thank the Hall of Fame for this incredible honor. I'm not going to stand up here and tell you a bunch of stories about my dad, because you can read about him in the program. But there's one thing you need to know, is his love for hockey. 28 years ago, when I married my lovely wife, Kitty, my dad came to me and he said, "Son, if you want me to come to your wedding, you got to make sure it's not on the night of a Blues game." And that's a true story. You think I'm kidding? If you're here tonight, he'd definitely be in his zone. There's a lot of friends that I see in the audience that meant a lot to him. And as you know, hockey's a team sport. Whether you're playing, coaching, or refereeing, or working behind the scenes, it takes teamwork. And at this time, I want to thank some of my father's teammates. And before I get started, I have to apologize, because I know I'm going to leave people's names off. And if I do say everybody he worked with, then they're going to yank me off this stage here if it takes too long. So I'll begin. Herman Krieghauser, class of 2008. Sally Busenhart, Tom Hoy, Chuck Jacobek, Jim Riker, Newt Gleason, Doug Ottenlips, Liz Couples, and Charlie Busenhart, class of 2008. My father enjoyed working with you, and he was so proud of many of the accomplishments. Thank you. I'd also like to thank the Solomon family for bringing hockey to St. Louis. They changed our lives. And the St. Louis Blues for enhancing our hockey community and being accessible to amateur hockey. And many of the Blues alumni who stayed in the community and helped develop the incredible hockey program it is today. It's guys like Basil McRae, Rob Ramage, Blake Dunlop, and Bruce Affleck. And now it's guys like Kelly Chase, Jeff Brown, Al McInnes, John Winsick. These guys played at the highest level, and now they're sharing their talents with our youth. It's a tremendous asset. And as was mentioned earlier, there were 5 kids that competed in the Frozen Four this weekend. That's a testament to how hockey's grown in St. Louis. In the last Challenge Cup at the Scott Trade Center, Mid-States had their largest crowd, 7,400 in attendance. I also want to thank Scotty Rupp, Bruce Affleck, and John Farrar for all they've done to create the St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame. It was a monumental task, and you did it, guys. Great job. And in closing, my dad would be very pleased with the progress of hockey in St. Louis. I'd like to thank two people who's keeping my dad's legacy alive. My sister Debbie, who's worked in many capacities in amateur hockey, and my nephew Jeff Hayes. He's currently president of the Mid-States Hockey Association. Guys, Dad would be proud. Great job. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you. This is truly an honor.